Choo Choo Charles is a very scary train and he's trying to destroy everyone on this island. Let's know more about his story.
This is Uranium Island, a secluded island once
Here
known
is
for its
Choo
lush
Choo Charles,
greenery. But now
and he's
Uranium
hunting down
Island is known for
everyone
something else,
on this island.
Something much darker. Something straight out of a nightmare.
Yeah, he is.
This ancient infernal beast now rules over this place. It's his kingdom, his hunting grounds.
He owns the
But
island
believe it or
now.
not, Choo Choo Charles didn't always call this island home.
How did this start?
You see, Choo Choo Charles wasn't always a monster. One of his earliest memories was that of his parents' fatal car accident. Charles was the sole survivor, guilt-ridden and completely alone.
So his parents died and he was alone by himself in this world.
He had no idea how to make his way through this world.
It's gonna be a hard journey.
Yeah, this place is too dangerous for you.
Then what are you doing here?
We live here.
You live here?
Live on a train?
On the train?
That's a good thing.
We op trains all across the country. No home, no strings.
No taxes.
That's a
Completely
good
off the
thing to
grid.
do.
But that's no life for a little guy like you. So scram.
Charles thought about what the punks had said.
I think
Living
he's
in a
gonna do
train
the
car
same
riding
thing.
across the country didn't sound half bad.
Yeah.
After all, everything around him reminded him of his parents. It was unbearable.
He wanted to
So
leave this
decided
place.
He would start a new life on the rails.
I think it's gonna be hard at the beginning, but after
For
that
the
it's
most
gonna
part,
be
He
good.
loved that life. The adventure, the danger. He saw more of the world in a year than many people see in their entire life. He was
Yeah.
terribly lonely. He had no one to share his adventures with. The spiders inside the train cars became his family, and he became increasingly
Spiders
attached
became
to
his
them.
friends?
Looks like someone's sitting in our car, boys.
Oh, here comes the
But
bullies!
I've been living here for the last year. It's the only home I have.
I don't see how that's my problem.
Look, I
Oh
don't
no,
want any
they're
trouble.
gonna attack
Listen
him!
here, pal. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. So if
He's
you'll
a
excuse
little
me,
boy.
I think this
What
car
are you
might
trying
be
to
under
do,
new
guys?
ownership.
Hey, get away from that kid or I'll tie you to the tracks myself and run you right over.
Who's that man?
Jeez, old man, we were just kidding.
Now, I don't want to see any of your ugly mugs around here again. You hear me?
Let's get out of here.
He's a good man and he made a great job defending that little boy.
So you're the kid who's been hopping my train. I've heard about you, but I've never seen you for myself. What's a little guy like you doing on his own?
My parents died. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry. I won't bother you anymore.
And the only thing he can do is to live on this train.
You know, I sure could use an assistant.
An assistant?
Gonna be his
Yeah, a
assistant?
conductor's assistant. Someone to help me out.
That's
Make
a
sure
good
the train runs
thing.
nice and smooth.
Yeah, I'd love to.
And with that, Charles began a new life as an assistant conductor on the very train
It's
he
gonna be a
hopped.
happy chapter
Charles
for his
loved
life.
his new job. He loved seeing the world. He loved learning about the train. But most importantly, he wasn't alone anymore.
Can he do it, Choo Choo
Yo,
Charles?
Let everyone know we're coming. Hold that lever right there.
Choo Choo.
Whoa.
There you go. That's my little Choo Choo Charles.
Charles took to life with his new father figure right away. He spent
I
his
think he's
entire
so happy
childhood
now.
on that train as the conductor taught him everything he needed to know. After many years, the time came for a new conductor. Charles' adoptive father had grown old and tired. He knew it was time to
that's
pass
a
on
very
the hat,
good
and
moment.
he knew the perfect person for it.
I'm
Despite
proud of you,
everything, all
Charles.
the trauma and despair, it seemed as if Charles was going to be able to live a happy and fulfilling life. Then,
Yep.
a dark day came. He quickly learned that his conductor dreams were coming to an immediate end. The
Immediate
company he had
end?
been working for since he was little was going under. Charles and his train were put out of commission.
Wow. So this is the twist of the story. He had a very happy life, and this happened.
Desperate. Life on the train was all he ever knew. What could he do now?
This is Charles.
Hello, Charles. My name is Warren. Do you have a
Warren?
moment to talk? I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
Warren Charles III
This is
was an
where
up-and-coming
everything
titan
gotta
of the
start.
mining industry. He was hatching a big plan to build an all-new rail system on the remote island of Uranium. Gold had been discovered on the island, and Warren wanted to take advantage of it
Warren
before
is the
anyone
evil
else
dude
snuck
there.
in. The details were fuzzy, and the contract was shady, but Charles would do anything to reclaim his old life on the rails.
You wanted to do anything to get on a train again.
But Charles made a somewhat surprising discovery. Someone had already tried to build a railway before they even got here.
Oh,
When he
that's
asked
not a
Warren
good
about
thing.
it, Warren claimed contract disputes, sudden illness, and the like as an excuse for the former project leads leaving. But Charles remained suspicious.
Where'd you get that from?
Scraps, believe it or not.
You're building a railway using scrap metal?
Totally free.
That's
See,
not safe
our
at
company
all.
prides itself on being cost effective.
But if you cut corners on cost, the materials won't be as...
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
Are you an accountant?
Well, no, but...
Really
And
bad
I'd keep my
material.
mouth shut and ride my little choo-choo train if I were you.
The big day came at last, the maiden voyage. But Charles had his worries. He
Let's
knew
see
that the
what's
poorly
gonna
constructed
happen in that
railways Warren
train.
had commissioned could put everyone in danger. So he decided to take on the risks himself.
Mr. Warren, I'd like to conduct the maiden voyage alone, if that's all right.
Sounds splendid.
So
Save
he's
tons
gonna
of
go
money
alone by
nothing
himself
additional for-
because he thinks that this isn't safe at all.
Choo choo.
See you later,
It seemed
Charles.
as though Charles' suspicions were confirmed, but though the ride was unpleasant, nothing had gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yet.
What's happening here? Oh no. He fell into the pit. But he's still okay.
I knew it. That Warren Charles is going to pay.
Whoa!
Charles
The main
crept through
entrance
mines
is
in search of
stuck.
any way out. The mine twisted and turned, but no matter what tunnel he went down, he
That's
was
so
searching
wrong.
in vain. There
I think he's
was
trapped
no
forever.
way out. He was terrified, but what he saw next was worse than he ever could have imagined.
What did he see?
You see, Charles was
Another
not the
train?
first member of the Warren Charles Mining Company to operate a train here on Uranium Island. Far from it.
That doesn't look good.
Hello?
The same company and everything, and there is another train.
Charles was right. The cut corners doomed each train to fail and fall to its demise. Conductor after conductor got trapped in the mines and left for dead by Warren. Charles dug through the cars and
I
took
think
what
this
little
means that he's gonna die here.
supplies he could find to survive. But he knew it wouldn't last him long. Hours passed, then a day, then another. Charles
gonna
knew
get
that he
hungry.
was stranded for good and that he wouldn't survive much longer. Then, as he took a path he hadn't gone down before,
Found one of the
he made
eggs.
another discovery. Charles snatched it up with glee, a potential food source. Charles ate whatever was inside that egg.
ate
which
what's
proved to
inside
be
the
a
egg?
Terrible idea. The
So
spider
that's
offering
how he
within the
turned
egg
to that
entered Charles'
monster.
body and took him over, making him its host.
Look at that.
For its exoskeleton, the train provided a perfect layer of protection. And that resulted in the monster we know as Choo
Used
Choo
the
Charles,
train as a
determined to get
protection,
revenge on the
and
people
he
who
turned
left
to
him for
that
dead.
Choo Choo Charles
Unfortunately,
monster.
Charles' strength was not enough for him to break free, so he decided he must wait. Years passed before Warren Charles Mining Company created a functional
Years?
train
He has been trapped for years inside that cave without further anything.
system, and when they finally did, miners were sent down into the canyon to get to work.
You're gonna die now. And Charles gonna go and try to hunt down Warren.
The miners celebrated, ready to take the riches that awaited them. But then they heard a mysterious noise.
Oh no. He's gonna get them all. Whoa.
Their greed set Choo Choo Charles free at last.
Poor miners.
Only one man made it out alive. He ran to the village and told everyone of the horrors he'd witnessed. Since that
Everyone
day,
should take
everyone
care
on the
now.
island has lived in fear of Choo Choo Charles.
Wow, that is a very scary story.